E aí, rapaziada, beleza? Essa live eu vou continuar a campanha de jogo como Deliverance 2. Esse é o episódio 12. Na última live tinha atacado fortais de Marechov, atrás do Horto Hamburgo. Acho que agora falta derrotar o Sigismundo.
Não tira essa barba.
Não, depois tiro. Claro que não, depois eu tiro.
Eu tiro mesmo no final de semana. Na segunda-feira eu não ia pro sapatão, não. Já grande.
Pra frente, evitar o lugar. Nossa, 25%. Eles não vão atacar. Vai direto lá.
Quick! Quick!
A gente cavar mesmo pra aproveitar o jogo.
Quick! God! God! Quick! Go! 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 Ja! Ja! Go! Go! Quick!
Uou! Uou! Ah, é isso. Já atacou.
Quick!
Uou! Ah, mentira. Cavalo anda um pouco, depois para.
Quick!
Ah,
Wait!
esse de novo.
Wait! Wait!
É, 2.
A feira bem! Beh, se drugi ko skänka täcket!
Não sei não. Tudo não.
Na mi van? Összeszartad magad?
Fugiu.
Go! Charge! Go! Go! Quick! Go! Cha! 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 Go! Go! Cha! 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 Go! Go! Cha! Cha!
Uou! Com certeza que mim. Não, o rancho tá ali.
What are you here for?
Show me your...
Não, nem era negociar.
Hey?
Would you repair...
Fucking steal.
Esse 235.
I'd like to do something...
All right. Finally! You made a fine purchase, good sir.
Ver se tem alguma poção de recuperar a vida. Perde menos vida. Meio-dia, dormir um pouco mais rápido. Nesse. Não, é o outro. Não. Usei 20 poções de uma vez.
So, I'm back. How's it going? Have you got anything out of von Bergov?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up after the battle. We'll hear what Otto has to say tomorrow.
Amanhã. Acho que eu posso dar pra dormir. Isso. Não. O outro Hamburgo andando por aí. Pegarei pra casa. Como se não fosse um refém. Acho que eu vou dormir então. Gente. É isso. Amanhã. Tem que dormir e esperar.
Nice work! Nice work indeed. You saved the peasants but sent your own men to the slaughter. You like to keep your hands clean, but war is a nasty business. So who are you going to sacrifice for your conscience next? Your little Jew brother? Cape on? Yourself? You play the game, but you don't understand the rules. And in the end, you'll lose. You learned nothing. You understood nothing. And yet I tried so hard.
And
yet we share the same fate. No! My family was slain too, by the Turks. I felt just like you do. And Eric went through the same thing. That's why I took him in. We're one big family. Of orphans. Well, of course, you do have a father. Although he's not gone so far as to give you his name.
Passou dia já.
Ave Maria.
Quando consigo vai começar.
Is von Bergov's interrogation starting soon?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up after the battle.
I'm sorry.
Is von Bergov...
Not yet.
Dá pra esperar 17 horas. Agora tá de noite. Não, tá de manhã.
Is von Bergov's interrogation starting soon?
You came at the right time. We're just about to deal with him. And you can join in.
O relatório de Von Berg está sendo preparado.
Welcome to Sukdal, Lord von Berghoff. Despite the circumstances that brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Zizka and Kunstadt, your good manners are a welcome change.
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary stay no more inconvenient than it has to be.
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks! He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to squeal what he knows. It'd be quicker if I just beat it out of him.
Isso não é o suficiente.
Just a beating? What about breaking a finger or two? Or singeing the soles of his feet? You yourself forced me and Capon to do similar things when you brought that captive to Trusky.
Forced you? Come off it, boy. Should I tell the gentleman here what actually happened?
You just keep your fucking gob shut until someone asks you to squeal.
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me an offer? You do know that I am...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost most of your men at Rabos, and the rest croaked to meet at Malashov. So what do you have left? A nice coat? And a smug face?
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the running of conquered fortresses?
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the questions.
Really? Then why have I not heard a single one yet? And what a shame that is. I am a pragmatic man, and I'm sure we can work something out. But lay a hand on me, and you will not hear a single word.
Yeah, no.
This is unbelievable. He's lost everything, but he still thinks he can push us around.
Well, he's right, though. He is one of Sigismund's closest men.
You're buying that? He talks just like Jobst. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here. After he got away from us by the skin of his teeth?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move. I thought he would never march into battle.
Você prefere recuperar?
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. A pragmatic man like you ought to recognize an opportunity. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And we'll also let bygones be bygones.
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still firmly on Sigismund's head, and Jobst won't find it easy to wrest it of him. Although, I expect you people have no idea of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is he in, then?
In the shit, Lord Trotznov. In the shit. So, a sensible person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. And I am eminently sensible. Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
Seriously?
Are you not glad? I thought that was what you were after the whole time.
I don't think Henry shares your sense of politics, sir.
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I've only ever wanted what is best, believe me. What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that. And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. He's in trouble, both here and in Hungary. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor, and the Kuttenberg miners are rebelling, so the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally. And together we can even set fire to this pigsty, as you put it. If you want my advice.
I'm all ears, sir.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping is the royal treasury at the Italian court. If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers and would have to withdraw to Hungary.
We're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course! And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured at Raborz.
My father.
Lord Pisek, as the former mint master, you must surely know of some way to sneak in.
There is no way. The court's an impregnable fortress.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the city. And if I'm not mistaken, one of them runs beneath the court.
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily come to a bad end there.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this tunnel?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to, God alone knows.
God and me.
Oh, pardon me, milady, but how would you know?
Not all young noble women devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after Father's documents, and I know all about the plans of the passageways beneath our palace. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Oratores. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you don't mind crawling through a tunnel, that is.
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Rutard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
My Christ. It's worth a try.
That sounds almost too good to be true. And too easy. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
What about Ulrich Vavak? If we threaten him a little, he might help us.
Most importantly, he's got the Mint Master's key. You'll need it to get to the silver. But I wouldn't advise you to rely on the help of that sycophant of Sigismund's.
Nor would I. Couldn't your brother help us instead, Lord Pisek?
Christian? He can be hard to deal with sometimes. He'd be taking a big risk, and besides, he doesn't have the Mint Master's key to the treasury. I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope.
There is one other possibility.
Oh? What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare visitor from very far away.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak clearly!
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute about the new church.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his entourage? No one knows them, no one has ever seen them, and very few understand their language. They might as well be volunteering for you to take their place.
Well, bugger me. This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place? Are we supposed to kill them, or what?
Why not?
Fuck.
Snevy can
We can't. Godwin, say something. You're a priest, after all.
You're right. Jesus. Get a grip, fellas. Do you want to burn in hell?
Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go again. No one gets hurt.
St. Joseph, cover thy ears.
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Lorette's, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort. And I don't know how many there are.
Good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look.
And then we'll burst in there and cause a bit of a fuss, so he doesn't get any stupid ideas. And that'll be that.
Is there no other way to solve it? Without violence?
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I know Latin, and even a bit of Italian too, as it happens. I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade him to go along with it.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power of sweet words. Especially when the listener has a knife at his throat.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him, as his retinue.
But what do we do with the legate's real retinue?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our men can guard them there.
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place there in the slightest.
All right. Let's say we get inside with the legate. What then? What if he betrays us?
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin will take care of that.
Me?
You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger to his ribs and ask him politely to play nice.
May God look the other way.
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside, prepare the ground for digging, and open the treasury.
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over. And the whole place will be ours before they even notice.
What if the legate refuses to talk to us?
Yeah, we can always beat him up. Take his clothes and let someone else put them on. Like, Godwin, eh? Since he's a priest.
Hold on. I'm not going to play the jester for anyone.
Nobody's asking you to. We stick to the plan. We'll work on the legate so he agrees to take us in with him. Then we'll find a way somehow.
All right. I can't think of anything better anyway.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion to begin with. And now, to the task. Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly, get that key from him.
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first thing in the morning.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and maybe guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you, and break the gate down while you're at it.
That's true, milady. What do you suggest?
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like the back of my hand. I could show Henry the way if you like.
No offense, my lady, but you'll be safer here.
Zizka's right. I can do this on my own.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Rotard Palace. You want Rotard Palace? Then I'm coming along.
All right. Both of you are going to town. And no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest. Time is of the essence.
That's that then. Let's get to work.
Interagir.
Von Berghoff in his place.
You said you could teach me something.
If you ask nicely, I'll share some of my hard-earned... That depends on what you're in, or if you prefer... But I can't... Why not? But I can't...
It looks like the two of us will be going to Kuttenberg alone.
I can hardly wait.
Como vamos entrando para a sua tarde?
How do we even get inside Rithar Palace?
Like I said, through the underground.
Well, I suppose by now I ought to know you don't have back doors here. Just secret passages, eh?
You are in mining country, you know. There's more going on here below ground than above.
How will I find the entrance this time? From the position of some cross again?
No, I'll guide you this time. It's just below the walls. You only need to know where to turn.
Aren't you looking forward to going home?
When they captured power, Von Bergov's people came to Rutard Palace.
Did they do anything to you?
No, I wasn't harmed. But before they took me away, they ransacked the place. Then Von Bergov just took me to Malashov. It's likely Vavak took our home for himself. He's always threatened to do that.
You can try. When we free your father, Rithar Palace will be yours again.
I hope so. But that's still far from certain.
Are you ready to go?
There's no point in dallying.
All right, let's go.
Well, here we are. I'm not keen on going into that darkness.
Are you afraid?
Of the dark? Me? I'm not a little girl. But God knows what we'll find inside. Especially at the far end.
Well, we'll just have to find out. You said you'd lead the way.
Stick close to me. Let's go. Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen. But there's no other path anyway. Startled me. Anyway, what's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Supdol, he looked like he was about to faint.
When we were defending the Barkov, he got buried under the rubble from a demolished tower.
Oh my god!
He was lucky to survive it. I still remember him calling for help. We were scared to death. There was nothing we could do. That's when he was captured by Von Berghoff. Since then, he's not comfortable with tight spaces.
Sorry. I was a silly goose to bring it up. Oof. Well, we have to get to the other side somehow.
Everything all right?
No. Don't you see how deep it is ahead of us?
Tem que te carregar.
I can't swim myself. But it's quite shallow water. You'll see.
Shallow or not, would you seriously let a lady wade waist deep in cold water?
Você tem que carregar.
Well, what's to be done? I'll carry you over.
Don't worry, though. I'm not some fragile petal. Well, you said it was hardly knee-deep. This is not how one carries a lady, you barbarian.
Maybe not in Kuttenberg, but it's how we did it in Skalitz.
But it's not very comfortable.
Ah, just grin and bear it, my lady. We're almost there.
Oof, I don't think you'd be welcome at a royal court. But I am dry, so I thank you.
I hear voices. Looks like we've got company. And not welcome company, I reckon.
Então só aqui no castelo.
Look at all this mess. I can hardly recognize this place.
This doesn't look like the work of Vavax people. More like city rabble and beggars.
They're acting like they own the place. If Pa were to see this, we must get rid of them.
Mas nos livrar deles.
What do you mean, get rid of them?
You killed most of von Bergov's garrison at Malashov, and now you want me to tell you what to do?
Sua atitude estava diferente, Malashov.
My. How quickly Lady Rosa can change her mind. What's the difference between those ragamuffins upstairs and the villagers at Malashov, eh?
But this is our home. Our property. They have no right.
Eu acho que eles se importam com direitos.
Folk who have nowhere to lay their heads and nothing to eat aren't much interested in the troubles of the rich. They just seize the opportunity.
You're right. But they can't stay here either. They give us away.
O que vai fazer?
So you want me to get rid of them? But what will you do? I'm responsible for keeping you safe.
Don't you worry. You don't have to hold my hand in my own home. Do you see this ivy here? It goes all the way up to the window of my chamber. That's where I keep my crossbow. I bet that riffraff didn't find it. If I climb up there, I can cover you from above. Just in case.
If you say so. But if anything happens, hide. Got it?
All right. Now turn around so you can't see up my skirt.
All right then. Here we go. I hope Rosa can aim well.
Look! There's someone there!
Calm down. I just want to talk. I'm not looking to harm you.
Talk, eh? You don't want to harm us? Hark at him!
Let's get rid of him. What do you say, fellas?
Now you're gonna die.
Sucker. Rosa.
I'm all yours.
Could you... Rosa.
What do you want?
Kill him!
Show your stuff! You can't stand up to this! Do it!
Henry, over here.
Are you alright?
I am. For now. Are you all right, Henry? I think I hit one too.
You're a good shot. Capon and Kabianka wouldn't believe their eyes.
Thanks.
Is something wrong?
Someone's trying to break through the door.
Oh, damn it. I'll be there in a moment.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow, and if they get inside before I get there, shoot them.
I barricaded the door. I'm sure I can hold out for a while.
Oh, what a mess.
I'll beat you to a bloody... I've been waiting for you. Fucking door! Or do I have to get an axe?
Rosa? It's me.
Henry, are you all right?
I'm in one piece.
Are they gone? All of them?
Bye. It's over.
All right. I'll let you in. You can come in now.
So, here we are. Welcome home.
It doesn't feel much like home anymore. They were behaving like animals in here.
Right. We've got a lot of work to do. But we'll get there. You'll see. We have to. There's a lot at stake.
That's true. You know, Henry, I want to ask you something. And I want an honest answer, all right? If everything were to go wrong at the Italian court and, God forbid, you had to choose, would you still try to rescue my father, even if it meant putting stealing the silver in jeopardy?
The lives of allies are obviously the most valuable asset to us. Without their support, the silver would be useless anyway.
Not to mention, it wouldn't last you very long anyway.
Don't worry. We'll either leave the Italian court with the lords, or...
Or not at all.
Don't worry about the mess. Our boys will happily clean up once they get here. We owe you that.
The mess is the last thing on my mind. There was my mother's silver, my brother's hunting trophies, and my books. It's all gone.
If our plan succeeds and your father is freed, do you know what will come next?
I try not to think about it.
Why? That's why you're helping us, isn't it?
If you get the king's silver, my father and I will have to hide. Leave the region, go somewhere out of Sigismund's men's reach, and you and I will have to part ways.
Maybe it won't be necessary. As soon as Jobst and his troops arrive, you'll be safe again.
Maybe. But your duties are elsewhere. Capon's estate is in Retaille. Besides, he'll be getting married, and you'll surely be accompanying him. Why should my father and I stay here anyway? What do we have left?
Então.
You'll be all right.
My father would clap you in irons for that.
And for this?
Oh, it seems you know how a lady should be carried.
Where to, ma'am? I don't see any rivers, ditches, or puddles to cross.
Dami castitatem e continentiam, sed non limoro. Forward, Sir Knight.
Rosa fora dormindo, se querer saber latim.
Oh, Christ. Oh, is it morning already? Zizka and the others will most likely be here by now.
Se desequipou todos. Já te sou puxado. Dezoito. Foi aonde? Mais um que faz me superar. O resto não pode ser. Tem que esperar. Se não há tempo para perder. Ah, já estou aqui.
Say, Godwin, how are things back at home, in Rattay? It's been a while since me and Henry left.
Well, you picked the right one to us. I didn't say there much.
I see you're already here. How was the journey? Did you run into any trouble?
No, it actually went quite well. Brabant wouldn't shut up, though. Credit where credit's due. He really helped in Malishov. That hit to the gate came at just the right time. We'd have dropped like flies if not for his men. But sometimes, I feel like letting something blow up next to my head too. Just so as not to have to listen to him for a while. I'd be more interested in hearing what happened here yesterday. When we got here, it was like a pigsty.
Some local beggars set up a lair in here. We had to get rid of them somehow.
What about Rosa? Doesn't she regret coming too?
I'm lucky she was here with me. That shot fella in the courtyard, her handiwork.
Really? Nice shot. Anyway, I told the men to get rid of the bodies and clean up the place a little. Hope the lady won't mind.
Quite the contrary, I think.
How did it go with Vavak, anyway?
Well, after everything that happened, I didn't want to leave Rosa here by herself. I'll have to go and see him now.
I understand. But go and see him as soon as possible. We won't get anywhere without his Mint Master's key.
Essa ajuda. Não posso só roubar essa chave.
Oh, you poo.
Teclado vivo. Yes. Isto deve ser. Vou pegar a frente.
Praise God.
Not a soul around. Very odd.
Who the hell is that? What the? Henry? How the hell did you get in here?
I have my ways.
All right then. Keep your secrets.
Where is Vavak?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Surely you can't have just vanished.
I know for a fact you won't find him in town. And he's probably not hiding anywhere nearby either.
Shit. How long has he been gone?
A few days now. He took the money from his secret mint and disappeared at night.
Did Vavak take the Mint Master's key with him?
Well, if he had any sense left, he'd leave it here.
Why is that?
No one will be looking for the coin from the secret enterprise. But if it turned out Vavak had disappeared with the treasury key, The whole court would be after him. Unfortunately, Vivek isn't that stupid.
What's to be done? Damn it. I wanted to talk to Vivek about it, but me and you are going to have to sort it out. The question is, whether I can trust you.
Excuse me? I took a big risk to help you last time, and you don't trust me all of a sudden?
Only this time the risk is even bigger.
Risk, you say? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. And I like gains. Talk to me then. It can't hurt to try. The worst that might happen is I won't help you.
All right. But your life depends on nobody finding out about this.
Ah, don't worry. My life was at stake last time, and we're both still here. So you can trust me.
I hope so. Me and a few others want to rob the treasury in the Italian courts.
What? My word! I was bracing myself for anything, but this? Have you lost your mind?
Calm down, for God's sake. I know how it sounds, but we've got a good reason and a good plan. Believe me, we just need a little help getting inside. That's what I need Vivek for. But he's not here now.
I hardly think the dirt we have on him would be enough to make Vivek do something as crazy as that. Well, it's true. I owe you. For keeping your lips sealed. But this is a bloody dangerous business. What do I get out of it if I help you?
Esse é o novo mestre da cunhagem.
Think about it. Vivek's gone, and if we succeed, Sigismund won't have any coin to pay his army. He'll go back to Hungary without appointing a new mint master. That will be your chance.
I can't deny it. You know how to sweet-talk a fellow. All right, let's say I'll help you. But there's one thing we have to be clear about. If it all goes wrong and the slightest shadow of suspicion falls on me, I'll spill the beans about the secret mint. And I'll blame it all on you. You know a lot, and you'll happily confess in the torture chamber.
Well, all right then.
I'm glad we understand each other. So, what exactly is your plan?
We'll get into the church council meeting as the legate's retinue.
The legates? What do you mean?
We'll make it nice and clear to the Cardinal that he'd be wise to cooperate with us. And while he's gabbing on in the meeting, we'll get to work in the guise of retinue.
For Christ's sake! Do you really think nobody will recognize you? Do any of you even speak Italian?
Ué, parece personagem.
Most people here have never even heard Italian anyway.
Except Giuseppe, our captain of the guard. He's as Italian as Terzarima. And for weeks, he's been going on about nothing else but having the opportunity to talk to a compatriot.
In any case, it'd be wise to have someone at the meeting who can make sure the legate doesn't do anything stupid. We'll be keeping an eye on him, of course, but it'd be better to have a local on hand as well. And that would be your job.
Well, how can I put it? If you manage to get to Cardinal Pozzo and persuade him to help you, take you with him to the Italian court, not give anything away, and lastly, make it through the entire council without shitting himself, I'll walk barefoot to Rome myself.
Yeah, very droll. So will you help us or not?
I can turn a blind eye to someone sneaking around the courtyard, or reassure anyone at the council who notices something is off. But don't expect anything more. And what will your lot do in the meantime?
Some of them will dig a tunnel into the court cellars from outside. That's how we'll get the silver out.
Clever. There's a whole labyrinth under the Italian court. But breaking through will take a lot of effort. And after that?
We'll free all the lords held captive at the court.
I couldn't help you with that even if I wanted to. And I'd advise you to give up on that. Getting the silver alone will be hard enough as it is. Anything else?
That's all you need to know. We just need you at the council.
Very well then.
Now I just need to find Vavak's key. Have you seen it?
No, the only thing I found Vavak left is this letter. Here, take it. Maybe it'll help you. And Henry, don't forget, I'll help you. But I can't afford to be under any suspicion. Do you understand?
Count on me. And thank you.
Save the thanks, and let me get to work.
Ué, pegar a chave, não?
Who the hell is that? Wine, bacon, lard,
Oh,
5 dozen
sure.
eggs. That's not it.
A chave.
What an utter mess. Who'd think the Mint Master would be so disorganized?
Tô entendendo isso.
Well, that really is disgusting. Fuck you, Vavak, wherever you are.
Good day.
Come when you did. Who knows how we would have ended up?
I was at the Mint Master's place.
Hold on. Everybody should be hearing this.
What will you do now?
We'll give it some thought and see. Hopefully we'll know better when you come back from Liechtenstein.
Acho que ainda tá aparece no esses diálogos dos outros personagens.
Well, how did it go? Do you have the key?
Aye, I've got it. But it stinks a bit.
Quelle puanteur! Put it away unless you want to see my breakfast.
And what about the Mint Master? Will he help us out?
Vavak got out of the town. But in his house, I met Christian of Pisek, the steward of the Italian court. He promised to help us if we get in a tight spot.
Can we trust him?
I think so. He owes me. But he's afraid they'd know if he was involved.
Did he tell you anything interesting?
The commander of the Italian court is a native Italian. If we're going to be convincing, we'll have to be damn cautious and hope the legate doesn't say anything he shouldn't. Let's pray Godwin can keep it under control.
I'm not one to boast, you know, but few people can match my gift for languages. It would be a sin not to use it. Sono un buon gustaio. Le donne qui sono bellissime e il vino è delizioso.
Forget it. That face of yours is known all over town. You'll stand at the back and try to be invisible.
But Godwin could surely benefit from some Italian lessons.
I would rather teach a horse the basse danse.
That's all he told me.
Let's get to the point. We must have everything ready before Catherine returns from Loretz, especially the way through to the court.
I should say so. If I'm going to send my men, I have to know exactly where the way through is to be made.
That'll be your job, Henry. And Brabant's going with you.
Excuse-moi? Why should I?
Because you've been telling us you know the Kuttenberg underground like the back of your hand.
And I do, but not firsthand. Only from mind maps and drawings. Nobody will let men of my standing enter those moldy shafts.
What exactly are we supposed to do in that cellar?
Get as far as you can and mark the spot where Brabant's men will start digging.
I see. Why do I feel like that sounds a bit too easy?
Well, we have no idea what's really down there, so you better have a weapon handy.
Come now. Surely you do not mean...
Rutard's daughter will tell you more. She came up with this part of the plan.
Where are the others, anyway? Kubienka, Ada and Janos.
They heard there was work to be done, so... they left à l'anglaise.
Did you do the work of 3, eh? At least with your mouth.
They're getting some wagons so we can move the silver. If Pisak wasn't lying, there's quite a hole there.
If Brabant doesn't want to go into the tunnels, I'll go with someone else.
With Ruthar's daughter, eh? One night wasn't enough for you.
I meant with somebody like Sam. He knows his way around the town underground too.
Oui. That is a good idea.
Why not? Maybe the cold down there will cool his hot head.
What will you lot do in the meantime?
We'll be doing the planning. We've got to bring those captured Italians to the Devil's Den somehow. They'll just sit tight till we give them back their legate, and then we'll let them all go.
The main thing is keeping Godwin away from the booze. Or we'll have no way of talking to the gents from Rome.
Fiquei com a rosa de novo.
Could you teach?
Why not? But I warn you in advance that it will... So,
Erudição.
I'd like to expand my horizons a little. What's the last thing you read, for instance?
you'd better believe it. I only read interesting things.
Could you teach?
Why not? But I warn... So,
I'd like you to show me some... You shoot like...
I prefer the...
Will you teach me?
Vídeo que só fosse somente pastéis de carregamento, mas não. Isso é muito mais gente que nos mostrou são nossas atuais. É muito mais vivo que antes, é isso mesmo. Existem negócios para vocês são rosas, pode ser uns, por exemplo, invadir que estão perigosos, porque esta rosa não nem tanto, se você até o cachorro e para vocês. Eu acho que essas pode ser outras pessoas que vão ser detectados. Depois com essas outras. Ué, cargas-me foi para 8. Vou por tudo sujo.
I'm gonna go explore the underground passages that lead to the Italian core. Can you tell me more about them?
What exactly would you like to know?
Where exactly are the tunnels?
They run under most of Italian Street. Some are remnants of the original mine gallery, but other parts are much more recent. So far, only the section from Rutard Palace to the crypt under the church is accessible.
Well, the church is quite a long way from the core. If the tunnel has collapsed anywhere, we're out of luck.
Right. But the tunnels were checked properly before they started building the church. If some part collapsed, we'd be the first to know.
Tell me more about this mine gallery.
It's been abandoned for years.
That's a very strange...
My father said King Wenceslas had long suspected he had enemies among his own ranks. He just didn't finish it and...
What was the tunnel to the crypt used for?
It's a safe route for anyone who wants to disappear under...
Has anyone ever used...
No one that I know of.
Waste?
It leads from the kitchen, so I'm sure you can...
Oh, wonderful.
Sholem, Sholem, Henry.
Good morning, Sam. What exactly am I supposed to be looking for down there? What are we searching for?
We need to find and mark the point where the crypt wall joins with the tunnel. When we break through the wall, only a thin partition will be between us and the cellars of the Italian court.
But how will I know I've found the right place?
You can tell if there's a cavity behind the wall by the sound it makes. The gallery is also damp, so the spot might be a different colour.
So, I'll be knocking on the walls in the dark and looking to see if any is a different shade?
Well, yes. Pretty much.
Thanks for the advice. Anything else I should know?
Be careful. Come back in one piece.
I'll do my best. It appears we're supposed to go and mark the path for carrying out the silver.
I thought you were going with Brabant. He boasted that he knows those passageways.
Brabant backed out of it.
Perhaps he was afraid to soil that fancy coat of his.
Or he was just lying again. Well, are we ready to go and take a look underground?
Absolutely. Where is the entrance anyway?
In the kitchen.
That's a promising start. Let us go. That smell. How long have they been throwing shit down here? It is nearly up to my knees. Perish. And it's bloody slippery. Ugh. The nerve of Jiska and Dry Devil. I give them coin and they send me to wade through shit. Stay close to me. The path might branch off somewhere. We would not want you to get lost.
Fazer troço dele.
And watch your head. Ugh, that stench! I wonder what schmuck feels the need to hide his stuff down here. Hey, what is that? There is someone here.
You better hold it then. This is a holy ground.
How did you get here?
Get away with that weapon.
Am I imagining things?
You were beginning to make me nervous.
What are you doing here?
Sitting around, twiddling our thumbs.
Is it not obvious? They are stealing from your Christian brothers.
How did you get here?
We hid behind the altar. Then we broke in here at night when the church was closed.
We were gonna wait a while before we got to work. Then we heard a loud noise.
Someone was a bit too keen and closed the lid of the crypt.
So we're kinda trapped here.
Serves you right. That's what you get for disturbing the dead.
Wait, how did you two get in here?
That's what I'd like to know too.
Fuck off.
Suit yourself. We'll beat it out of you then.
I'll get you.
Yes.
Whack up.
Nothing here. We have to go somewhere else. No, this is not it. It does not go any further, so it has to be around here somewhere. Take a look around.
Oi, that sounds different. We have it. That might do it.
Come, let us go back. Have you ever been to Kuttenberg? Before all this, I mean.
A long time ago. With Martin.
Is that so?
Aye. He was here on business and brought me along as help. But I didn't see much. Martin met with a customer in the morning, and we drove back home in the evening.
Perhaps we passed on the street and did not even know it. Så, vi kommer.
Henry, good morning.
Morning, Catherine. I see you got your beauty sleep.
You tease. Oh, I'm all dishevelled.
What happened at Nebakov after the Praguers took the fortress?
You're asking me?
Of course. I know you weren't there, but maybe you heard something. You know what goes on, right? I only remember that diabolical shot.
That must have been really terrible. I'm afraid all I know is when they took the... I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I can't tell you.
No, that's all right. So, Sam and I walked through the cellar as far as we could, and marked the spot where we should dig.
Well done. Brabant has found some men in the meantime. He may refuse to go down tunnels, but he does have his uses. Considering how much coin he promised them all, I reckon they'll do everything they can to make sure we get out alive. Oh, and while we're on the subject, take this. You've done a lot of good work. You deserve it.
Cheers.
What now then? Have you come up with a way to get to the legate and persuade him to take us to the Italian court?
I should say so. Hey, listen up, all of you. You're done for today, but get plenty of sleep. We'll chase you from your beds early in the morning.
Oh, is that really necessary?
It is. We'll be riding to Lorette's.
Cardinal Pozzo goes to bed with the chickens and gets up before the crack of dawn. After the morning prayer, he eats breakfast together with his retinue, and no one is allowed to disturb them. Most regular folks are asleep at that time, so everything should be nice and quiet when you pay him a visit.
If we don't persuade him to get us into the Italian court, we're fucked. So don't do anything stupid, right?
Is everyone going there?
Everyone except Capon, Brabant, Catherine, and Rosa.
What? Am I just supposed to sit on my ass with the women?
At least you'll get your beauty sleep. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
It's true we shouldn't leave this place unwatched.
Too fucking right. And don't you worry, Lord Capon. If anyone tries to get inside, Catherine will protect you.
Keep your jokes to yourself, Tosspot.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a bit, eh?
Should we be prepared for a fight?
That shouldn't be necessary. Godwin insisted he'll sort things out peacefully with the Cardinal. But I reckon we'll have to twist his arm a bit. And while Godwin's persuading His Eminence to put on a show with us at the Italian court, the Devil, Janosch, Kubienka, and Ada will take his retinue away to the Devil's Den.
Hagen and Urso will be waiting for us there to keep them under guard.
So what exactly am I supposed to do?
Like I said, stand beside Godwin looking mean. With a bit of luck, that'll be enough.
Exactly. No killing.
All right. Let's get to work.
Report to me tomorrow morning, is that clear?
Isso ainda temos 2000. Bucks.
Can we go to Lorette's now?
I reckon it's too late now, eh? We have to leave before the crack of dawn tomorrow, while it's still dark, understand?
Ja, het is waar het zo. Ma io voltam ki. Tá sendo o comandante.
Stare at my scar all the time. Wouldn't even know about it.
Should I?
How are you looking forward to parleying with the legate? Have you brushed up on your Italian?
It's an uphill struggle, son. I practiced with Brabant, but my memory's not what it used to be. Fortunately, not many speak Italian around here. So at the court, I can bray like a donkey, wave my arms a bit, and no one will be any the wiser.
Christian of Pisek says the guards at the court are commanded by a native Italian. If he sees through our little ruse, that's the end for us.
You really know how to spoil a man's day, don't you?
Excuse me?
But what of it? Like a common soldier would have any business talking to a cardinal. In the worst case, I'll tell him to fuck off. I remember that much in Italian at least.
What about Loretz? Should we go?
I reckon it's too late now, eh? We have to leave before the crack of dawn tomorrow. While it's still dark, understand?
Espero que fique com sono.
Well, Henry, how's it going?
Good, good.
That is good.
Look what I have for you.
What about Loretz? Should we go?
My words exactly. It's about time.
Let's ride out then.
Buono il pollo, eminenza. Così così, eh? Cibo da queste parti fa un po' cagare. Ma che diavolo? Come cazzo vi permettete? Eh?
Sit the fuck down.
Nos non... Oh, fuck. Nos non quer... Vos nos... Vos non vulnerabo. Nobis est petitio. No. Proposal. Ragazzi. Ragazio!
Can you cut it short?
Fuck! Don't interrupt! Latin is tough when you're sober.
Svebio.
Ha!
Andiamo! Forza! After them! They mustn't get away!
Questa è stasera.
Ti ucciderò!
Più veloce!
Ah. Quick!
Ti ucciderò! Più veloce!
Go!
Ti ucciderò!
Quick!
Più veloce!
Mais rápido.
Szybciej! Figlio di puttana! Kurwy nędzy! Stai attento! Biorę tego z łukiem!
Go!
Spara! Ti ucciderò! Trzymaj się ich blisko, Henry! Stai attento! Ti ucciderò! Ti ucciderò! Trzymaj się ich blisko, Henry! Stai attento! No, ty stara szkapo! Figlio di puttana!
Hey up, lad. Keeping all right, are you?
Well, do your best, don't you? That's all you can do, really, isn't it?
Guess in these times, no?
Yeah.
Not sure about this, though, eh? Who's keeping these roads? No one looks after them, you know?
My words exactly. I mean, no one gives a damn until some noble rides along. And then he's surprised.
Per amor di Dio, mi lascia in pace. Io sono un uomo di chiesa, capite? Non ho fatto nulla. Misericordiosa Vergine Maria. Cosa fine oggi di Maria?
Kurwa, tą gębę!
Aiuto!
Right, let's see him.
Nie chciał zamknąć gęby, to dostał. Nic mu nie jest lekko otumaniony. No przecież lekko dostał z bańki, no leciutko.
You've killed him.
Ja taka wysnopie.
No przecież nic mu nie zrobiłem.
You fucking killed him, you great Polish ox!
You are going straight to hell for that.
Kurwa, do diabła, tylko nie to.
That's right, hell! And all those horned demons there will be taking turns with you. You just wait. They're gonna be fighting over your Polish ass!
Przecież nie chciałem, no! Boże, czemu dałeś mi tak tępy łeb?
Strip them before their clothes get even more soaked in blood. You can undress His Eminence here.
Me? Why?
Because you're the legate now.
Well, that didn't really work out. What are we going to do now?
You heard, didn't you? We'll get rid of the bodies, get Godwin dressed up, and hope his Legate Act fools the Church Council. It's too late to back out now.
Well, maybe it'll be better this way. I wasn't sure the legate wouldn't betray us anyway. I trust Godwin a lot more.
Sure, I trust him too, but not so much his language skills.
Let's get out of here.
Agreed. Our business here is concluded.
Are you going back to Roothard Palace?
Aye. We have to wash the clothes, get Godwin into them, and hope we don't all end up on the gallows. We still have some time, so if there's something you need to do elsewhere, feel free. I have the feeling there won't be time for anything else once we get started.
I'll go with you.
Fine. But what I said stands. This is the last chance to tie up loose ends. Are you sure?
Este parece-me um momento crucial. Atenção, está restrito.
No reason to waste time.
Ja, tinha ido nesse palhaço.
Excuse me.
Stop playing the fool and try to get it right.
Monsignore, mi spiace, but you've got it on back to front.
Oh, shit. How the hell can anyone know how it should be? I'd like to punch you in the face. But the way you look is punishment.
We'll have to wait at the end.
How are the preparations coming along?
We're done with the preparations. It's time to get to the task. The plan is simple. We split into two groups. One will go underground and wait till the other group, who'll disguise themselves as Italians, gives the sign where to dig.
Once we've tunneled in, we'll take care of the entire church council and carry off the silver from the court to Roothard Palace.
Here, we'll load it onto the wagons and get it out of the city as quietly as we can.
Who's going to the court through the cellar?
Everyone except Godwin, who's going to pose as the cardinal. And Janos, Capon, Brabant, Adder and you. You'll play Godwin's retinue.
All right. I understand.
Brabant will teach you some Italian. Janos is pretty good at it, but Adder will have to keep his mouth shut.
What should we do during the council?
First, you get rid of the guards, and then you clear the path for us. Meanwhile, Godwin and Janos will try to buy you as much time as possible.
And you have to keep in mind that those two buffoons at the council could blow our cover at any time.
And at that point, things could get pretty hectic in there.
But how will we tunnel through to you from the court?
Well, there's bound to be minting tools lying all over the place. You could do it with a finger up your ass.
And once you get to us, we go and get Godwin. What exactly do you intend to do with the church council?
We'll just lock them up. Having them at our mercy might be useful if anything turns to shit.
As it always does.
There's bound to be quite a banquet there, so they'll be all right for a while. And once they get out, they'll have other things to worry about.
By then, we'll be over the hills and far away.
You forgot about rescuing the lords.
We didn't. But they're not our main concern.
Excuse me?
The silver is our main goal at the court. If everything goes well, we'll free the lords.
But if we make a mess of it in there, the lords will have to fend for themselves.
Is this how you treat your allies? What about Martin Oderin? Does Godwin know you might leave his father there to rot?
Godwin's more of a ball and chain than a beloved son to Lord Oderin.
Godwin will understand. He knows how it goes.
I'll go and get ready.
Start with Brabant. Maybe you can manage Italian better than Ada. We'll have to wait at the end of the passage.
Italian task.
Can you teach me something in Italian?
Mon Dieu, this is not something in Italian. I'm trying to convey to you the essence of the Italian tongue in a few sentences. Do you know what kind of a task this is? Herculean, mon ami. Herculean.
All right then. I'll try not to offend your linguistic sensibilities too much.
But you have to take it seriously. These blockheads are not listening to me at all.
To dlatego, że gadasz jak przygłup.
It sounds like baby. Mama, pee pee, poo poo.
Very well. We will start with a greeting, which you will need as soon as you arrive. Repeat after me. Buonasera, signori. Good evening, gentlemen.
Buonasera, signori.
Buonasera, signori.
That will do. Eder?
Buona sera, signore.
Perfect! You meet some Italian. You make him bleed out of ears.
Next, you have to know how to say thank you. We will say that fairly often. Every time someone opens the door for us or offers us food or drink. Molte grazie. Thank you very much.
Molte grazie.
Molte grazie.
That will do. Eder?
Morte grazie.
If I didn't know, I think you want to eat me.
Zamknij ryj, albo odgryzę ci rękę.
If you are somewhere where you should not be and you get caught, you will need an explanation. You got lost? For example, scusi, mi sono perso. Excuse me, I'm lost.
Scusi, mi sono perso.
Scusi, mi sono perso.
That was very good.
Curva. I tried to fuck with him and he prized me instead.
What did you say, Janosch?
Nothing.
Scusi, mi sono perso.
That was pretty close. Now let us try something more complicated. Fatta la legge, trovato l'inganno. Every law has a loophole.
Fate la legge, trovato l'ignano.
Wrong. Listen carefully. Fatta la legge, trovato l'inganno. Every law has a loophole.
Fatta la legge, trovato l'inganno.
Fatta la legge, trovato l'inganno.
Parfait.
Co to za brednie? Nie nauczę się tego gówna.
You know, that sounds like goat pissing on a drum.
Whatever you say, let us move on. O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra. Either you eat the soup, or you jump out of the window.
O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra.
O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra. Ha!
Very nice.
To też jakieś duby smalone.
It is an expression. Loosely translated, it means play by the rules or do not play at all.
Ah, I like it more with the soup.
Wiem, że jest pola. Nie chcę udawać kogoś innego, zwłaszcza nie Woloszyna.
And one more phrase. Sei proprio un bacala. You are a real salted cod.
Sei proprio un bacala.
Sei proprio un bacala.
Sam jesteś bakalarz, głąbie.
Excellent, Janosch. Almost perfect.
What does that actually mean?
It is another saying, a refined way of mocking someone. Well, I think we are finished. Any more? And you would get all mixed up. And if you are in a tight spot, leave it to me. D'accord?
What are we gonna do now?
Mademoiselle Rosa will give you some clothes to change into. When you look the part, go and see Godwin.
Was.
Are the clothes for Goodwin's entourage clean enough?
Some of them have a bit of blood on them.
Rabant said you had a change of clothes for me.
Everything is ready in that chest over there. I've tried to patch them up and wash the worst stains out, but you can still tell the fate of their previous owner.
That's fine. I don't intend to strut around the courtyard in them.
Too bad. You might impress the guards.
And maybe I'll get shot between the ribs.
True enough. In that case, you better avoid their attention. Or hope they're worse shots than me.
I'll do my best. And thanks. Let's hope it turns out well, and this isn't our final parting.
I'll be thinking of you all. I mean, especially you. Take care of yourself. You hear me?
Espera. Ué, cadê a roupa?
Ow! What the...
Henry?
Pesados. Ah, mano, fechado. Peso.
This is how you're preparing for the council, Your Eminence?
This whole business has got me shook up. I'm kitted out like a jester, and my arse is soaked in sweat. And on top of that, I have to pass myself off as an Italian. Such a stupid way to lose the night. I'd like to wring that Polish idiot's neck.
How's the Italian going?
A bit better now. Brabant taught me some. But I'll need booze to help me get through the rest. I hope it'll be enough to convince that commander.
Janos Schuher could help you. He's entertaining even when he's not talking.
Him? If I know him, he'll be gorging himself until we haul him off, along with the silver. Or until someone kills him.
Well, you'll mostly be speaking Latin at the meeting, right?
Aye. But as you heard, I'm not very good at it while sober. Let's hope we have enough wine at that meeting.
Can we leave now?
Oh well. It's time.
Lead on. Your Eminence.
É isso, mostrando outra armadura na cena.
Godwin, from now on, only speak Italian. Got it? Remember, you're a cardinal. Nice and dignified, no sudden moves, and be nice to people. I'm sure the local merchants wouldn't mind if such a rare visitor bought something from them.
Capisco, mio fedele servitore.
Excellent. Let's go then. Fatta la legge e trovato l'inganno.
Bene, molto bene.
O mangi la minestra o salti dalla finestra.
Signores, signore, senti, italiano, cardinal. Perso, sei perso. Cosa offri? Guarda yourself, signore. Reliquie, rare, true arte.
And Gutenberg delicacies.
Mangiare, capisci? No, tutto l'ho preso. Nearly gratis.
Opere d'arte, dici?
Tutto. The best. A bozzo del famous master Teodorico. He created during his visita to Gutenberg.
Guaranteed genuine.
Rara croce di silver with Saint Jacob's osso.
Straight from the chapel of Corpus Christi in Prague.
And I also have a questa bella statuina di legno of Saint Barbara. It is as if it were viva.
Beautiful workmanship. It would impress even the Pope himself.
Mi ha interessato quella bozzo. E addirittura vero. È la cosa più vera. Really, true, there is. Il Master Teodorico painted it at the Osteria del Imperatore Carlo and gave it to Il Padrone. Veramente?
Tell him about the dice game. That should work.
And he gave it to me when we played Daddy e lui Lost. Non mi interessa. What a shame. You couldn't do un affare migliori?
You won't trick that one so easily.
Shut it. Or maybe qualcos altro from my offerta? Caught your attenzione? Non è vero? Non mi sembra normale comprare arti per strada. Da noi si fa un po' diversamente. Come desidere, signore. But maybe you would like mangiare something? No? Mangiare? Cosa hai di buono da mangiare? Soltanto esquisite. A thing yummy.
And everything's almost fresh.
Allora parla. Esagera. You don't need dire due volte, signore. I have a vera salsiccia de Gutenberg, piena di carne, really good, yummy, Anche bacon from Gutenberg, tanto tempo maturata.
Hardly a tiny hint of green in it.
And if you would like a pane de Gutenberg, se ne ho.
There's no sawdust in it at all.
And finally, una potion di urbe che allevia hangover. It clears your testa y cama. The stomaco benche se siano consumate se glasses of strong beer.
Tried and tested.
Cosa scegli, signore?
At your service, signor?
Non voglio niente, amico. Mi aspettano alla corte italiana. Mi inviano per qualcosa di importante.
I have no dubbi, signore. Allora, take care, and in bocca al lupo.
God be with you, Cardinal.
Welcome to Kuttenberg. Signore, signore, welcome to Kuttenberg.
Vobis benedico.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cardinalis, hic sum.
Ave.
Avete, vos etiam, illustres domini, sum Hieronymus nast, hodiernum conventum egregium constituo cutne antique civium concili iuso.
Ave, meaide Gianni Unger, dis cardinal legate Lorenzo Pozzo, excusing my language.
Bene, bene. Non necesse est ut te intendas.
Cardinalis Lorenzo Pozzo.
Exoptatus vos video cutne antique eminentia.
Tempus non perdamus.
Ad libitum. Domini insequem inime. Manete. Insolitum. Te... Alecundite novi. Haven't we met somewhere?
Hic credus. Enrico talam benignam fatiam habet. Non primum creditur eum novis. Roma nunquam egressus est. Certe, Hernice? Certe Romanus superbus est?
Sì. Fatta la legge, trovato l'inganno.
Vero.
I could have sworn that somewhere. Nihil refert. Introveniamus, Domini. Ex aula italica, utinam vos sonitus non turbaret, signatoris ad hunc laborem hodiernum non perfetsorunt, mox finient et tranquillitatem habebimus. Aula italica est moneta media finium bohemicorum, tantum eoloco grossum verum licet puder. In fabricis cornos dexteri aulae, bacula argentia feriuntur, ex quo numi cudantur.
Et ubi feriuntur numi?
Iuxta scalas in aream est ipsa moneta. Brevi tempori iam vidibitis. Veni, expectamur. Yes, but keep it brief, would you? What are the lords complaining about this time?
What do you think? They are worried they will not be getting any sleep again.
They can rest easy. This is a church council, not some villager's boozer.
It had better be.
Listen, Chaba. It's nice you care so much about their comfort, but you're weeping over the wrong grave. I'll have some more wine sent to them. Maybe it'll dull their senses and they'll sleep like stones. Will that be enough?
We will see. Neither you nor the steward have to listen to their whining all the time.
De mora me excuso. Exe Chaba Molnar. Dicitur eum virum validissimum ex regno Hungaria esse. Hoc tempore hic, unum munus facit. Set non moremus, pergamus, etse pregaus. Hic grossa cuduntur, si vultis. In ordine vos adportavo et unum proprium cudere poteritis. Aliquiste convenire cupit, Domine Cardinalis. Etse imperator custodum aule Italice, Josephus Cabrini, Verus Italicus.
Benvenuto fra di noi, Sua Eminenza, Cardinal Pozzo. Non vedevo l'ora di fare la conoscenza di un compaesano.
Salve! Che sorpresa! Come sei finito a Kutnahora, mio caro?
Da bambino il mio papà era tagliapietre al cantiere. La mia mamma e i miei fratelli sono tornati a Napoli e io sono rimasto qui.
Quantos guardas está sob seu comando?
Ti piace la vita a Kutnahora?
Non mi lamento. Mi ci sono abituato da quando sono venuto qua. Tranne l'inverno e il cibo strano. Per fortuna mia moglie ha imparato a cucinare come da noi. È una cuoca eccellente.
Oh, cuoca seria.
Perché sei rimasto?
Vi deve essere chiaro perché. Mi sono trovato una donna qui.
Piacere di averti conosciuto, Giuseppe. Magari avremo tempo di chiacchierare più tardi.
È stato un onore, Eminenza.
Bene. Posso musne paregere?
Eamus.
Excellent. Giuseppe.
Yes?
The Cardinal and his aide are coming with me to the hall. See to it their retinue is made comfortable in the kitchen.
As you wish. I will take care of it.
Insegue me, queso.
Tem coragem de dizer, tem?
Eos Eminentia Cardinales Pozzo.
Mihi excusate morum, cum gaudio do tibe in abatia nostra sed lice hospitium sed circumstantia difficilis sicut.
Tue emensia. Fraternitas Christi corporis ecclesiam sanctae Barbarae edificat ad moiarem Dei gloriam. Postum stat toto urbs.
Et veritatem non vult accepere, sed lice monastarii gratia mons cutnam magnus est.
Sancta Barbara, patrona frassorum.
Eternitas tua imperamentum est in communi ad diem. Nobis non est opus areo templo. Consentisne mihi cardinales.
Venite, sodales cari. Puto melius esse primo bibere. Audivi vos habere in orbe viniam. Vinum excellentem, habetis, ex monasterio estni?
Non. Monastarium vinum proprium habet ad occasiones speciales. Ex vineis localibus provenit. In lor sea occasionem habuistis ut ingustaritis.
Impuretia nostra prevetiana, vino locali etiam admissam utimus. Gratias agimus pro benignitate, amici nostri hieronimi.
Mentionem non meret.
Ad medulam eamus. Recte arbitratus sum contentionum vestram nullum eventum habuisse.
Incomode ita est. Pars contrario non vult ex proposito sua exire, quod inter nos discordium seminavit.
Monasterium non vult mente comprehendere, credentes novum templum habere vele. Donationes in proximis annis clare ostendunt urbem sodelitati. Pnevitiae et sanctae Barbarae suffragari.
Sed nova tempora sunt. Rex sigus mundus declaravit se statum sed lici et malini sostenere.
Dic nobis cardinalis, kve est opinio pape Bonifaci hoius casus?
Papa sodalidatum sustenet. Renovare vult edificationem sanctae Barbarae templi sub patronato Clarici paretialis edis Pnevitianae.
Laudentur Jesus Christus, et sapiens Papa Bonifacius.
Satis temerarium concilium est. Mons cutna semper supporta natus monasterio et clerici paritiaris edis maline fuit. Misite per medium mundum ut discordium seminatus sis et dissensionem inter credentes peorum factus sis?
Ex contrario, nihil arbitratum est. De hoc loquamur.
Gaudio id audere.
Colec vere cum ambabus discordiae partibus et cogitate opinionibus tuis. Tempus habes, ute omnibus rebus bene cogitatus sis. Cum resolutos eris, fac septiorem adjuvetorem tuum, et fac sermonem finalem in quo decretum tuum nunciabis.
Intelligo facile non erit. Opus est omnia bene. Loqui, colloqui, discurrere.
Bene te habes, cardinalis?
Ego, potio egio fauces sica est.
Hey, Signor Cardinale.
Well, it may come as a surprise to you, but we do hear its echoes loud enough.
Cosa vuoi?
We must help Henry and others some way. The best way to help them is not to give ourselves away. I say nothing. It's up to you and your Latin speaking. I'll have to help it a little. I get it. We lucky we got lots of booze here. But do not go crazy. I won't, no. And I see that fella who bring us here. He watch you close. You got to make like real legit. Christ, you're making me even more nervous than I was before. Easy, Kamashko. Just make like you know what you're doing, like you understand these dumb church fuckers, blah 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 blah. And I have one more good idea.
Allora, dimmi.
How you talk about wine supply, Janos think, hey, I ask for more. I send guards to town, they gone. Our people not have to fight with them.
What's King Sigismund like, anyway?
He's a strange fellow. Very irritable. I certainly wouldn't want to face his wrath.
The monastery must be pretty crowded now that his entire court and some of the brothers have moved there.
Fratris, vitricus, patris.
Imus babs.
Vestra Eminentia.
Laudatur eum in eternitatem.
Vos esse sodalitas, quid vere?
Ita, sodalitas sumus, et quid volumus?
Ita, quid vultis?
Credebam te setiorem esse.
Sed cur tu non repetes, pater?
Bene. Magis auctoritatem monasteri et clerici paretialis edis malenensis non toleramus. Tantum de utilitatibus suis cogitant, non de utilitatibus orbis.
Itaque, volumus integram independentiam sed eletsi, et transitionem omnium iurum sacrum sodalitati.
Sed letium auctoritatem suam in parte orientali montis Cutna conservabit. Urbs er tota regio occidentalis debet Pnevitiae esse.
principale templum montis cutine sancta Barbara erit, et tote peciunie ex regione ad eius edificationem erunt.
Ego fortasse intelligere quid vos velle.
Si urrogationem magnum esse, sed si nos sustenebis vincere poterimus.
Nunc cum Deus ire.
Dominus tecum, eminencia.
Pos multos annos discordie denique sparamus in justitiam, cum letitia sermonum tuum finalum albium.
Essa irmandade que é independência da igreja que já tinha aqui. Esse aqui.
Domini Patris.
Vestra Eminencia.
Laudetur Dominus Jesus Christus.
Ego velicire quid rogatus vester esse, pars monastica.
Rogatus noster?
Eminencia eo vult loquid rogato nostro comuni in consilio hoc. Malinus et sed letium. Bene intelligo?
Ita, recte.
Rogamus ut monasterio et paritiae malanensi, auctoritas revertat cave semper eorum fuit.
Precipuum ius baptimatale et funerarium, curationem tote civitatis malinensis, et praesertim patem ex reditibus metallicis.
Sodalitas est dissolvenda, eis templus ante papale deruendum, et ut lapida usuris sint ad proposita larabilia.
Traditiones sustenemus, non rebellionem sine causa et sine Deo ut ei.
Ego, vos intelligere.
Felicis sumus, cardinales. Speramus te nos nunc sustenturum esse.
Domini vobiscum.
Et tecum, eminencia.
Still, it's very rude to go over our heads like that.
It seems that backed with silver, the village priests have grown bold.
They don't even realize they're mere pawns at the games of the local lords.
I heard the vision of wealth and power has clouded many a mind.
Here, here.
The papal verdict will surely put them back in their place.
Shall we start? You really ready? You're looking mainly sober. There's nothing to wait for.
All right, if you think.
Worthies, be quiet all, please. You all been waiting for this moment. Now will be decision. Let us hear words of legate sent by Him Holiness Pope Bonifacia, Him Eminence Cardinal Lorenzo Pozzo.
Dominus Abbas, clari doctores ecclesiae incola urbanus per clarus. Hodie nos consilio habere. Questio difficile solvere. Quis iure habet. Domini monasteriali aut sodalitas que Sancta Barbara post castrum edificat. Papa Sanctus mihi mittere discordia per solvere. Quo modo constituere. Vos rogate.
via da reconciliação.
Ego inclino solutionem de reconcilio.
Ad quam?
Ad reconciliationem. Solutionem ad reconciliationem. Vos discernere mergere in culpa et contentio non necessaria constanter. Vos ambo Christianos esse, discordia finire, consensum contingere et finis.
Si te bene interigo, vis nos reconciliemus, sed non simplex est.
Ita, Dominus abbas benedicit, distantia interrogatus nostros magna est. Quomodo nos coagere vis ut ambo sadamus?
Vos deberes cedere, ambos, sic est non aliter. Deberes cedere et postea aliquid novum accipere, it bonus itinere.
Credo te benedicere. Fortasse solide rogatus, fovebamus qui gravis non sunt.
Ita, aliquando prudentius est cedere.
Usquam, fortasse benedicis, fortasse.
Audiri consilium meum velut si ipse pater sanctifactus Bonifatius dixerit. Pecuniam et dona tota ex urbis in partes duas dividatur. Pars dimida accipit monasterium altera sodalitas.
Mane, plane id non intelligo.
Ego quoque non intelligo. Quis dividet? Quis determinat quam multa media parsit?
It interest me. Tale consilium plurus questiones creat quam responsa.
Volo vos intelligatis me contra non esse, tantum mihi non persuadeo.
Mihi etiam non persuadeo.
Et verbis usus es, Domini Cardinalis, quae volebas. Ne offenderis te, sed latina tua deterita erat.
Vos sic videre. Multe anni adversare, et nunc fratres in Christo coram mistant. Maxima fecetia. Vos simpliciter persolvere. Ponere risum in vulto.
Ad hoc nessimus quis bona in duas partes divisurus sit.
Dicam, Dominus Cardinalis sina curus sit, id nos persolvere debemus.
Una?
Una.
Consensum non contigimus.
Gloria Jesu!
Well, I didn't expect that.
Perhaps we can make Kuttenberg great together.
So it's done!
You really think so? I don't know.
Me neither. But there's a chance.
One could even understand what he was saying. Animus sanus vicit. I don't know.
Brothers, why not meet at the monastery? We'll make the necessary arrangements.
Of course. Next week suits us fine.
Perfect. You see, we've been in agreement right from the start.
Vivat eminentia cardinalis Pozzo.
Glory to
Atque Papa
Gutenberg!
Sapiens
Hurrah!
Bonifatius.
Mas sim.
Glory to Gutenberg!
Ele estava no
Hurrah!
acampamento de Sigismund.
Well, that's that then. The rest is up to you, Henry.
Avete tutto, signori?
Sì, bella moia.
Does everybody know their part?
Sure. Let's get to it.
Are you sure you understand everything?
Could you repeat it?
From the top then. Me, Eastgate. Brabant, Westgate. Adder, tools. You, courtyard and battlements. And be careful not to get noticed too soon. Then we'll all meet by the well. You got it now?
Got it. We'll go one by one, inconspicuously. I'll go out from the passageway last.
I noticed there's a door leading from there back to the walls. Maybe we can pass through it without anyone noticing.
Understood.
Agreed then. Let's go. Inconspicuously and quietly, but quickly.
Jasný, tak máme daleký pád.
Punishment by the blade!
Čirku.